Hello everyone, this is Iqlaq Khan. In the video series of class 9th economics, today we are about to finish our chapter Story of Village Palampur. In this video, what we are going to study is the non-farm activity in the village Palampur. As I told you, the whole chapter is divided in three main activities. First, we have seen the factors of productions, that the organization of production. Second, we have seen the farming activity. Now what we are going to cover in this video is the non-farm activity in Palampur. Though the production or cultivation of crop is the main, farming activity is the main activity in the village Palampur, but apart from the farming activity, there are several other non-farming activity which is also performed in the village Palampur. Under non-farming activity means activity which are not related with the agriculture or cultivation of the crop, but which is something which is different from them. The first activity is the dairy. What happened? The dairy is the most other common activity in the village Palampur. Dairy farming is the class of agriculture for long-term production of milk. Long-term production of milk, which is processed either on the farm or at the dairy plant, or eventually sale of the dairy product. So dairy farming is a kind of farming where rearing of animal is done, rearing of cow and buffaloes is done in order to sell out the output of the animals. What is the output of the animal? Which is the milk. So in order to sell out the milk in a nearby market, the dairy farming is done, which is related with the production of milk and rearing of animals in a large scale. So first non-farm activity in the village Palampur, which is known as dairy, which was the other common activities. Next, other non-farm activity in village Palampur is the small scale manufacturing. Now manufacturing is the process of converting raw material into finished product. Manufacturing, you can get clear the meaning of manufacturing. So what is manufacturing? Manufacturing is the process of converting raw material with the help of production factor. So manufacturing is the second and one of the important activity in the village Palampur. Small scale manufacturing. The manufacturing village Palampur was not done at a large scale. Big plants were not there like we are seeing the cements plant or manufacturing of iron and steel or automobile industry, but the manufacturing at a small scale level, which may involve a cost of not more than 10 lakhs of. So in this way, the sugar cane crushing factories or machines are most common small scale manufacturing which is there in the village Palampur. So sugar cane crushing factory or these machines and the like production of jaggery is very common over here. What is jaggery? Jaggery is known as good. So jaggery which is sold out nearby villages. So second non-farm activity is the small scale manufacturing. Let us move to third non-farm activity, the shopkeepers of village Palampur. Now shopkeepers were also there. There were different kinds of shopkeepers. No such big malls and shopping complex were there, but small grocery shops are there in village Palampur. In small grocery shops, what we found? We found most of our daily use materials through the retailers. In case of these products, there is a proper chain, which chain start with the manufacturing at big level. Then what happened? This manufacturers sell this product to wholesalers, then wholesalers sell this product to retailers. The shop that we are talking about over here is the shops of retailer in nature. So these retailers used to keep the products in a small quantity, different categories of product in a small quantity to sell out the final consumer. So shopkeepers are another non-farming activity which is performed in the village Palampur. Small kirana shops which are also known as grocery shops, where most of the daily use material we used to find. You can find the copies, textbook, you can find some of the pencils, toothpaste, oil and several other kind of daily use materials. There were shops also for cloth and small home use materials. Let us move to next farming activity. The next farming activity in village Palampur is the activity related with the transport as a fast developing sector. The transport as a fast developing sector is the next activity, next non-farming activity in village Palampur. Now what is transport? Transport is a means through which one can move from one place to another. Recently what we are seeing the major transports, we can say there are few major transports. And what are those few major transport? There is roadways, then there is railways, and there is airways. One more is there which is known as sea or waterways. So means of transport are broadly divided in this category: roadways, railways, airways, waterways and seaways. The transport that we are talking in village Palampur is related with the roadways, and in village Palampur most of the roadways transport is common. It includes the rickshawalas, then it also includes, apart from small rickshawalas, it includes tangawalas, jeep, tractor, truck drivers, traditional bullocks cart, etc. These are the most of the common transport means which are there in the village Palampur. The transport mean is there in order to connect village Palampur with two of its neighbor. What were the name of two of neighbor villages? One was village Raiganj and second was the village Sahpur. So that we have seen earlier also. These are the two related village nearby the village Palampur. So transport as a fast developing sector was also helpful in order to transport what? In order to transport the dairy product from village to the city area, in order to transport the sugar cane, in order to transport the jaggery from small scale manufacturing. Then shopkeepers were going in these villages in order to purchase the materials for their shop. Means shopkeepers were going to these through this transport means to wholesaler, and through wholesaler they were getting the material. So in this way these are the other non-farming activity in village Palampur. This was very small video, and by this video we have completed our chapter 1 of economics, that is story of village Palampur. Hope the videos and the concepts are very clear to you. If you have any such confusion, please let me know through your comments in the comment box. There is one more task for you which I will provide you by tomorrow or today only by the means of your groups, and you are supposed to complete your notebooks also. Hope the video and all is clear. Till that time, be safe and stay happy. Thank you very much. Have a very nice day ahead.